Gaffer, it's been one hell of a season. Got the final stretch tomorrow. What are your initial thoughts ahead of Wigan at home?
Well, game we're looking forward to. You know, should be a full house here. So it'll be a big day. Obviously, it's a big day for Wigan. They deserve to be top of the table and probably deserve to be promoted, if I'm honest. But, you know, we're looking to do, I suppose, ourselves a favour tomorrow and look after our own results. So we know it'll be a tough game, but we'll try and do our best in it.
You've had a great squad this season. 3 players who could hit 50 appearances. One already has. George Nurse is on 52 now, I believe. And then Marco and Luke could also hit 50 come the weekend. It's an incredible achievement, 50 games in one season.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've had a few, you know. I mean, Elliot's not too far off as well, I would imagine, with the amount of games that he's played. So, yeah, it is a good achievement for those players. And you've got to try and get as much as you can in your recruitment, robust players if you can, that they can play that amount of games throughout a season. So it's been really good by those lads, and you know, there's a few that are not far behind them as well. Matthew Pennington will be another one, as I've said. Elliot Bennett, I know he'll be another one that's played quite a few games. Dan Udo will be another one. Yeah, so those players I think have, you know, clocked up quite a few good games this year.
On the awards evening, there were 9 awards between Luke Leahy, Dan Udo and Tom Bloxham. Looking at the awards on offer, are you surprised it was them the main winners?
Well, I suppose when you're the manager, you have a little bit of an insight as to what's happening. So I suppose on the night, I'm not surprised. I think there's been, you know, lots of good standout performers this year. If you look at it, even the player vote, you know, I think there was 5 of them that all sort of got involved in the votes this year. So when you think about 5 of them in the votes, I think last year it would have been pretty much unanimous with Josh Vella. So I think that's another progression, that there's different opinions and more votes being spread around the team. So that's always pleasing. You know, it was nice for Josh that he was standout last year, but it's actually better for the team and better for the football club that it was spread over probably 5 of them this year.
As well, we've spoken about Sean Morley's dedication before, but Harry Burgoyne also won the Community Player of the Season.
Yeah.
How important is it to have players like that who may not play so much but still contribute in other ways?
Yeah, I mean, Harry's just, he's an out-and-out good guy, Harry, you know, and I wasn't surprised. I'm sure that he would want to win another vote, if you know what I mean. I'm sure about that, but I think he should be very, very proud for how he's represented the football club this year and what he does do in the community, because it's easy, if you're not involved, to turn a blind eye towards those other things. But I don't think that we've got people in the squad that do that. And they all do their bit. They've all done their bit for the community throughout the season. We have a close relationship with the community, and Jamie does a good job for us, and we try and look after him where we best can. So I'm really, really pleased that that's happened this year, and a good relationship with the community, because they're great guys and girls. But Jamie's the one we deal with mostly on that. But Harry, yeah, he would have been the outstanding performer as regards that, and thoroughly deserved his recognition for it on what was really a good night, a really, really good night. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah,
you mentioned in your programme notes how much you enjoyed it, and people will see that tomorrow. But do you want to give them a little bit of insight of what you said about it?
About
the awards evening?
What I said about it? No, they can read it in my programme notes, what I said about the awards evening. But I think, you know, the people that were here the other night, you know, I thought that they really enjoyed it. They were just a cracking bunch of people from young to old. You know, we had families, young children, middle-aged people, men, women, boys, girls. You know, it couldn't get any better than what it was. It was a great evening, very, very well hosted as well. By Ryan, is it? Ryan and Stu. So yeah, I mean, you know, it was very well done by everybody on the night, and it ended up being a great night.
Wigan, obviously, have got a lot on the line at the weekend. You've been in the position before. You've won titles before. Do you remember what it was like going into those potentially title-winning games? Yeah,
I do. Yeah, quite a few times I've had it. I mean, there's. You know, title winning is different to perhaps where Wigan are at this moment in time. I mean, it's going to take an awful set of results for Wigan for them to not get promoted. They'll get promoted at the weekend without a shadow of a doubt. I just can't see all the other results going that much other teams' way, if you know what I mean. So I think we're going to be promoted, but we know that they'll want to come here and win the title. I would want to do the same. So yeah, we know there'll be a lot of emotion involved. We've got to make sure that we're in the game as much as them. That's what we've got to try and do. You know, we can't worry about what Wigan are going to do and then worry about what we're going to do. Otherwise, there'd be too much worrying all the way around. You only worry about what your own team are going to do. But I mean, a big congratulations to Wigan and Liam. I think they've had a real solid season. Gone and got results, especially away from home. I mean, their away form's better than their home form. So that's something that we need to be mindful of. But yeah, I know it's a bit early to congratulate them, but I pretty much think that's what will happen for them at the weekend.
Our squad, how is everybody ahead of tomorrow's game?
Pretty much like last weekend. That's where we are. Pretty much like last weekend. We may make one change in the team. But I don't see too many others, if I'm honest.
Okay. And then I was speaking to the ticket office this morning. We've sold almost 9,000 tickets, which is by far and away the highest home attendance we're going to have this season. And that's just a great testament to the fantastic support you've had from the fans all season long. Yeah,
I mean, I've said that obviously a lot in the last week. Obviously, you know, it's a time to thank them. And I'm glad that we're getting a full house as well, because, you know, one thing's for sure, there's going to be a few rowdy Wiganers at the weekend coming down here, so hopefully it can make for a real good atmosphere on a good day.
Great, thank you, Gaffer.
Pleasure, thank you.